God, I didn't need a drink. No idea where that went. That's a Chad. I have no arm stem left. We gotta let this one go. I don't have the bullets to fight him. It's just a bit of a stretch, but I can't believe we hit him in the leg. As far as the scope can zero. I think I need to find food on this side. I'm gonna die if I cross. Yeah.
Пацаны, да сладкие они, не ссыте.
Heard me, bro. Alright, I'd rather save the bullet. flickers or something.
Вон он, блядь! Вон он! Вон он!
Just taking a painkiller. Drink. Bro, why are you in pain? Then get over it. God. Tarkov. No, you're not used to playing on this again. Fucking.
What about command?
No.
They just left us.
Упырь.
Definitely do not. I didn't want to cross. Dude, I just hate customs in general, dude. Dumb fucking map. Oh, dude! We did drop a fucking PMC at the beginning there, bro. 137 meters with the Ash 12. That's ridiculously far for that stupid gun. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm not pissed anymore. But like 11 hits. Yeah, and look at this. Wait, I got 5. How does this make sense? Oh, it's separate. 261 and 291. So I did over 500 damage. Because I'm like, wait a second. That means I only did 30 damage. But like, I got 5 kills. So like, yeah. No, this dude, whoever I killed, if you're in the stream right now, bro, just know I had no business killing you. I'd like, I had zero business hitting that shot. Did you see how far we were shooting at there? Like at the beginning? When we hit that dude in the leg? Oh no, because I used it. I wasn't using a shotgun. I was using a fucking Ash 12, which is a think of it like Russian sub Sonic 50 cal. But no. We got those shots because we brought up PP Catter for our secondary. Killed some scavs because I wanted to conserve my fucking ammo on that. Fuck. I want US rounds. No, it's a different account of mine. That's why it doesn't make sense. You're not nuts. Dude, I feel like I'm just fucking blazing through menus. I don't know, like, I feel like my personal, like, inventory skill is getting to its, like, absolute peak of what it possibly can be for inventory. It can always be better, but, like, I feel like the amount of room for improvement, that skill of mine, is very small. If someone's faster than me, that means I'm bad.
You can talk about the pit, barbecue. The band was jumping, the people too. Mess around. They're doing the mess around. They're doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around.
It's the nigga nasty. Slap on the haters and we'll show up in your yard and the best DJs in the party going hard and the party going hard and the party going hard. Slap on the haters and we'll show up in your yard and the best DJs in the party going hard and the party going hard. Slap on the haters and we'll show up in your yard and the best DJs in the party going hard and the party going hard and the party going hard and the party going hard. Slap on the haters and we'll show up in your yard and the best DJs in the party going hard and 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 the party going hard.
I bought a mule. What's on that side? Oh. There's the right caliber and everything. I forgot healing. Oh shit, I didn't even turn in the morphine. We finished the quest last raid.
Ну что, нормально?
Ain't bad. How you doing, Comet? Are you still here? Got work? Nice. Good thing. I'm not putting you to sleep. Fucking hold up. Count. try and haul a huge bag of food and water out to Emmer. Paying for it. I don't think enough food spawns here, man. Oh, I'm great. $17 bags or fucking break two. That's actually like good enough to just have seen exactly one scav. Guy, we're just fucking weak. They're fast. Okay. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's so cute. Ah, look at it. Like a Derringer's not even as cute as something. What is this trying to be? Why is this in here? Look at it. Ah! It's so cute. Ever try to tickle your opponent to death, but with bullets? Swear, everyone you shoot with that thing is going, tee ha, every time you get shot. Like, what would you do? Like, someone pulled this on. Yeah, it's a gun. Not making fun of guns and saying they're, like, not deadly. All guns are deadly. Some are much, much, much more, and some are much, much, much. Get that clear. Fucking 22 short. So many people. Great assassination cartridge for the time that it was created. A century ago. Bullets are tiny. Same for a gun that pretty much you need to press right up against your enemy's head. And it might not even penetrate. I say it's great for an assassination cartridge. Really, it's just garbage. But you can kill somebody with a 22 short. Or deadly. Even out of a half-inch barrel, I would presume. Hey, how? It might not even penetrate the skull out of a half-inch barrel, but it will penetrate the eyeball. And it will also, in hydrostatic shock, power of that load, probably ricochet around in there. Not ideal to get shot with anything. Put that on the table, okay? Dudes who make fun of a 22, Like, yeah, you can make fun of a 22 versus a 45, but in most fucking deadly encounters in cities, it's your 22 versus your fist or your fucking knife, or you like, at least in Canada, because like, dude pulls a fucking gun on you. It's a 22 caliber pistol, and you have no gun. You die. You're like, you might not every time actually. Like it depends on a lot. Like the distance you have between each other. You can genuinely kamikaze and fucking like brute force through fucking pain and suffering. Like your daughter, he's about to kill your daughter, and then you're like intervening, and like you're the hero, and you go to punch this dude out, but he's like switches to you and fucking shoots you like 6 times. Like unless he hits like your head, probably even multiple times. You know, you got a pretty good chance of landing a few fucking punches in, but it's you're still gonna die more than likely. Never do that. Never ever try to fight gun with fist unless you have your back against the wall and you're in a situation that like you don't want to be in. Like you were kidnapped and you're held hostage and you know they're about to execute you and they're gonna do it with a 22 because it's quiet and like, you know, why make a mess? And all of a sudden you need to decide, okay, you know what? I'm either going to die in 10 seconds. You won't even know when, but like I need to go for that gun. I need to fucking get it. But, you know, you better hope if you're in that situation they have a 22. Because when we go back to the conversation of 22 versus 9mm in a self-defense situation that's gun on gun, completely fucking different story, man. You and that dude trade shots with a 9mm or a 45 versus a fucking, and that's another fucking gun debate, by the way. You guys trade shots, the 22 versus the 9. Chances are, even if you guys hit each other at the exact same time, the 9 is gonna win. You know what I mean? Like, even the dude with the 22 hits you in the head at like any kind of dual 20 yards, something like that. You guys are trading shots off somewhere in the city. You got a pretty good chance of that fucking 22 ricocheting off of this part of your skull. You know why? Because there's video footage of 9mm and 38 special ricocheting off of perpetrators' heads, off their skull. It was there's this video on YouTube. These cops, it's like an old school fucking firefight. I think it was in Vegas or something, and cop landed what was a significant incapacitating hit for the time being, but like because he hit him in the head, he just yeah, that dude's out for the count. Dude literally gets back up like 2 minutes later and starts shooting at them again, like nothing ever happened, just like a little bit of blood on his skull, and then they pump him full of lead. And the autopsy later found out that no bullet, the bullet that hit him in the forehead, it fucking didn't penetrate the skull. It ricocheted and it knocked him unconscious, and that's how he was able to get back up and shoot at the officer. Like, you know, like pistol caliber cartridges, a human body can take a lot of pistol caliber cartridges. Now, if you have like a 45 with hollow points, and like as this game very clearly demonstrates, hollow points won't do fucking shit against soft armor, any kind of body armor whatsoever. But against flesh, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, I don't care where you hit center mass with a fucking good 45 hollow point. Dude, dropping right there. I'm not saying I know this out of like experience or anything. I'm very, 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 very studied in firearms and ballistics and how this shit works. It's been a fucking very disturbing fascination of mine for years, but it's also what gravitates me to games like this, because this is like close to as real as it gets when it comes to some of the topics that we're talking about. Like, how many bullets can a man survive? You know, like as bullshit as it is in Tarkov, when you shoot somebody 17 to 25 times and they don't die, you don't have like a reasonable explanation for that other than likely body armor was doing its job, or you weren't landing anatomically significant hits. And what I mean by anatomically significant is the stomach. That's not anatomically significant, man. You can make it to the hospital as long as like your fucking spine isn't like blown out and you can contain the bleeding. Like, you can get shot in the stomach all day every day and turn your fucking guts and gizzards into mashed potatoes and you might still make it to the ER or still be combat effective. Like, it depends on the person and their pain tolerance, but like we're talking like best case hypothetical scenario. You're getting shot in the guts, perfect. As long as it doesn't hit the spine, as long as it goes out, we could survive. We could survive guts. I used to think like when I was a kid that I used to want to get shot here, up in the shoulder. If I like, it was a weird thing, but like when I was a kid, I was like, dude, if I like, we all do these stupid little hypotheticals when we're young, right? Where we're like, hey, if you did get shot, where would you prefer it to be? And like, you know, it's like pinky toe and like in the hand. And for me, I used to want to get like right here. And then like, I kind of grew up and I like realized how important this spot on your shoulder is for like life. Okay, but I'm not talking like, yeah, you can survive that shot as long. Here's a couple problems with it though. How do you apply tourniquet to this right here? You need a chest seal. So number one, that's gonna be difficult to bandage on the spot, especially if you're by yourself. Like, how are you gonna fucking do that efficiently? Chances are you're not gonna be able to hold your arm up to do this motion that I'm doing. That's the first thing. No, chances are that doesn't work anymore, and you gotta like fucking. This hand ain't gonna help. So like, now I'm at number two. Okay, arteries going in here. Very, very important arteries. The same ones that come in here. The infamous fucking wrist thing. I don't know what the names of the anatomy are, but like, here would suck. Stomach, sure. I'll shit out of a bag, or like, get some intense surgery, or the chances are, again, very good chance you get paralyzed getting shot anywhere torso. But we're saying we didn't get shot in the spine. Yeah, you know what? Tummy, let's go. It's gonna suck. No matter where you get shot, it's gonna suck. But like, I'd much rather get hit in the stomach than in the leg, than in like my arm here. It's like stomach pretty easily treatable if you have a chest seal, or just like shit tons of cloth. After the gunfight's done, he's dead. Now you need to treat yourself. Great. Call fucking paramedics. Call whatever. Call your medic. But like in terms of making sure you don't bleed out, you know, rip your shirt off. Fucking get that as tight as you can, and make sure you get as tight a seal on that hole. This like, it's weird, but like you have access to all of this with your hands. Provided you're not shot in the arms, self-operate a lot better on anywhere kind of like legs to your. I'm not saying you're gonna self-operate. I'm saying that would be worst case scenario. You're by yourself. You know, like Tarkov does no justice to that. Like, and like I've seen really gruesome video of people getting hit in police video, and like video games, even Tarkov, as realistic as it is, someone getting shot, there's like no comparison. It's not what people think. It's not. Anywhere, once anywhere, is a trip to the hospital at the very least, and like months of rehabilitation. Okay, like they still have to make it a game in Tarkov, but like in real life, man, anywhere, unless it's like a grazing wound, like, or you're okay with like amputating whatever they hit. Like it's not gonna be good. And a lot of people and video game developers definitely glorify it too. Like Call of Duty, man. Have you seen Warzone 2? Like, the amount of bullshit. Like, I legit, during the stream when I was trying it out in DMZ, the lack of realism, which is, yeah, fine. It's its own game. It's an arcade shooter. I shot a dude 6 times in the head before he died. I'm like, what the fuck? In what world is that a thing? And then what disturbed me was remembering when I was a young kid and I played Call of Duty, and I used to think that's how guns work. That's just like, I'm not trying to like say I'm stupid, but like that's like what my brain did when I was fucking 14. Like for some stupid reason, I'm like, that's how guns work. You know what? Of course it's not realistic, but like it's close. That was my stupid fucking brain. Like, boy did I ever get humbled when I started doing some milsim, playing some airsoft out in Kelowna, and we were doing woodland on crown lands, and like we had like kilometers of bush to bushwhack through in full kit, and like, man, Like I'd played paintball fields before and like done the full sprinting and everything, but like that's like comparing a marathon to a 100-meter sprint. Okay, the you're playing a 6-hour game while you're bushwhacking over several kilometers. It's like, wow, okay, that not as fun as I had envisioned this whole thing. And like, yeah, it was toy guns at that point, not a real analog. It's a analog, but it's not like anywhere close to like gunfighting. They're two different things. Airsoft designed to shoot at people. Guns are also, but like designed to shoot fun at people. Besides designed to shoot death at people. Big difference. Big difference in how you play when your life is on the line. And, you know, I'm passionate about this shit because I was gonna join the military when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I'm kind of glad that I didn't. But like, man, I like guns. I fucking like guns. I like protecting people. And so, like, to me, we're a match made in heaven, especially when, like, my own personal beliefs around the world are that, like, sometimes violence is necessary. And sometimes extreme violence is necessary. And if you don't believe in that, you don't believe what I mean by that, look at what's happening right now overseas. Like, World War III is about to start, okay? I'm not saying that's necessary, but when is violence necessary? Like, do we just let a dude nuke everywhere and without consequence? Like, we're not going to go kill that guy? Like, again, violence being necessary eventually, but, like, I feel like society, especially over the years, they've kind of grown really, really sensitive to this subject. Like, no, man, like, there's only a few ways you should act, and if you, like, break, like, the code of man, I'm gonna call it, like, you know, don't rape, don't kill, don't fucking, you know, beat your wife, don't, like, be a pedophile, XYZ, PDQ. The code of man is what we're calling that, the good morals and ethics. If you're not gonna possess those and you're gonna neglect those, like, I don't think there's space in the world for people like that, and I don't think it does harm. I think it's kind of like, hey, we're just kind of taking out the trash and fixing a problem. Because again, you'll get guys like Putin who are fucking nuking places or shooting missiles off in a petty conflict and not actually hitting his target. And now 2 Polish people are dead because he wants to swing his dick around. Like, how do we kill him? That's that. Like, the Russian oligarch who is fucking trying to take over the world, kill him. I hope I don't fucking disappear, guys. I'm just speaking my mind here, and I'm explaining why I think sometimes violence can be necessary. Oh, it was Ukraine. Okay, well, so he gets 1 point out of like negative 10,000. He invaded Ukraine. Okay, so like, and not only that, funnier. It's not funny like haha. It's more like morbid funny. He's literally like sacrificing his own soldiers, not equipping them well, and making himself look like a huge fucking jackass. Besides like killing and how bad that is, and like starting a war and how bad that is, and XYZ, we can pick that apart for days. How are you gonna start a war when your soldiers don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro? Is your ego that big that you wouldn't like investigate that maybe you're probably not competitive? NATO-equipped nation. Like, Ukraine isn't NATO. They're not part of NATO, but they're not part of NATO. You know what I mean? Like, NATO kind of stands for like, hey, what are you doing over there? Like, that doesn't seem moral. That doesn't seem right. Maybe you should stop killing people, or we'll intervene. And like, they're neighbors. It's like, even if they have different beliefs on how to regulate their politics, they're fucking neighbors. How many fucking citizens do you think intermingle and cross that border? They're brothers in arms, Poland and Ukraine, okay? So, like, any nation near that conflict suffering any kind of fucking damages, because, again, we're going to tie it all the way back to Putin starting the war. Started the war. So that's an offense against Ukraine. That's an offense against Ukraine's friends. And Ukraine's kind of like, hey, you know, we would like to be able to think what we want. And like, is it cool if we don't join NATO? For years. And they're like, it's cool, man. We'll still be friends. Everything's great. And now they're almost forced to like join NATO, but like they're scared joining NATO will actually start World War III, because like why wouldn't it? So I think that's how we ended up with the supply lines of firearms and munitions being so intensely readily available for Ukraine. Because they're like, you know what? You're right. Pick up our guns. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. Meanwhile, if I was running a country and I went full bad guy mode, I would fucking be. Sorry, I read the comment and then I lost my train of thought. If I was like evil and I'm Putin trying to take over, I lost the train of thought. Damn it! It was a good one. That was a good rant. Fun. I like just fucking ranting sometimes. Hopefully it's entertaining. But yeah, either way. Going back to my point of Russia starting a war with Ukraine. How many families in Poland do you think lost loved ones because they were going to school in Ukraine because it was cheaper or something like that? That's just one scenario. There's millions of people, okay? How many people do you think are losing loved ones right now? So like to me that is an offense to neighboring countries too. And Ukraine isn't responsible, even though they fucked up, they're like kind of responsible for that missile. Now that I know that it was Ukraine's missile and they killed 2 Polish. I'm not saying there shouldn't be consequences, but I'm still saying that the brunt of those consequences and that those deaths should be 100% blamed on Putin, not on the soldiers who fucked up shooting that, or the manufacturer who fucked up. Whatever happened, I don't know what happened with the missile. Oh yeah, I did read the article. I remember now. That makes sense. My brain doesn't retain information for long. I live very much in the moment. So much so that I've just been talking and ranting for like 20 minutes. Oh, dude, it's nobody is telling the truth at this point. I know what war is, bro. If it's strategic to play victim, bro, you'll be shocked how quickly people throw ego at the door to gain an advantage over an adversary. Because they're not like completely throwing ego at the door. And like if somebody is playing the victim, like a nation, and like nations do this all the time, but it gets them allied support, bro. Like, hey, we poked the bear and they're kicking our ass. Can you help us? Wait, we need a good story. Oh yeah, they just started shooting us and nuking us for no reason. Please help. Yeah, that sounds good. Like, we're never gonna know over here. We're never gonna know. No. It's all gonna be conjecture. And the only things we're gonna know is the death toll and the damage to infrastructure and where the new country lines are gonna be drawn after this. As well as allegiances. Russia and China, fuck else? Is it Korea? Russia, China, somewhere else, doing an allegiance. Trying to take over a centralized currency by backing it. And, yeah. That's a different scenario. That could definitely be World War. And you know what the scary thing is I don't even know where Canada stands in this. You know what I mean? Like, World War III. The only way I'm picking up a gun for this fight is if a dude's on my turf. Okay? Fuck fighting some other politician's war. if they like knock on the door and go, "Hey, you've been drafted," I'm gonna be like, "Go fuck yourself," okay? I ain't dying for this. You know, like I personally so far away from it, and I know like, well then who dies for it? Who stands up for that kind of shit? If our militaries were under better moral code, governments, sorry, the militaries and the people in the militaries are fine. They're just normal people wanting to live a normal life. The military offers money for that. But the government, like, I don't trust my own government. I don't trust the United States government. I don't trust the Russian government. I don't trust the Chinese government. Don't mean to sound like a dude with a tinfoil hat on. Sorry, but like, none of these countries are running in their civilians' best interest right now. They're focusing on much other, more useful things. Okay. No, like World War II, they were there. You know what I mean? But like, what I am saying is like, and this is coming from a dude who like struggles sometimes with suicidal depression. Not to get dark here, but like, I'm not just gonna go up and die for a battle someone else started that isn't going to affect my loved ones. I have a very small circle of loved ones. So, you tell me someone's about to boot fuck my mom's door and I need to drive 12 hours over to BC from where I am right now in a fucking shitstorm and somehow find a gun on the way, if not, use my damn bare hands. Otherwise, this soldier's gonna kill my mom who invaded from another country, or like my dad, or, you know, maybe an ex-girlfriend even. Like, yeah, there's feelings for that too. Like, yeah, you bet your ass. I'm gonna be the first guy to arm up as best I can and protect what I care about inside my country. And I don't even have to care about you at that point. If they're here, boots on ground, fuck yeah, rock and roll, man. Where's the armory? How can I get equipped? What kind of happened in Ukraine where they started arming civilians? You bet your fucking ass. We're gonna arm to the teeth. We're gonna fucking come up with some homemade body armor, because that's gonna be a short supply. And that sounds suicidal, and it definitely is. But like, dude, I'd rather wear something than nothing. And you can find fucking spring steel and AR, you know, like high fucking speed, hardness. That's it's the hardness. There's a specific word. I almost said grit, but that's Sam. But like, you know what I mean? Like, the Guyver fucking chest plate, Guyver a fucking back vest. I have the rifle and the bullet, and they're invading. Yeah, man. It's roll. I gotta fucking fly overseas. Anything other than a vacation or work that pays very well. That you could put a gun in my head and be like, "Hey, you're either gonna die in your house right now, or you're gonna go fight this war." I'd be like, "Okay, sure." And like at the first fucking chance I got on deployment, I would probably lose all my gear, and I would pretend like I was a fucking English-speaking Ukrainian citizen. Like I'm Ukrainian heritage, but like I'm not actually Russian-speaking or Ukraine-speaking. So I'd just be like, yeah, I just moved to Ukraine. I'm from Canada like fucking 3 years ago, and you know, like I didn't want to fight. They tried to make me, and I want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, I thought for a little bit about trying to join the Ukraine battle, but I wasn't in a good mental space. At that point, yeah, I would have just picked up a gun and fought anybody just because. Kind of battled mental health and depression for my whole life, but that, you know, that would have seemed like a good investment of my time like 2 years ago or a year ago, whenever it started. It's been about a year now. Yeah, it's been about, it just feels like 2 years. Fucking ever since 2019 when COVID happened, it feels like time just slowed right down. Well, see, that's the other thing too. Like, it's a reason why, not to compare Tarkov to a real firefight, but also to compare Tarkov to a real firefight. It's the exact same reason, okay? it just in game, I have had negligent discharges of my firearm. Now, mind you, you're not taught trigger discipline on a mouse, but I've had to teach myself to keep my index finger over my scroll wheel most of the time so that I control my speed and I don't accidentally pop off and give myself away. Or in the worst case scenario, you desk pop and then your teammate eats a fucking shot or dies. Like you practice firearm safety in game. Like, at least I do. And so like that point, I don't want to fight with somebody if they are, if I can't trust without a doubt that they will not kill me. Because the moment you give anybody a gun, anybody in the room can die. Doesn't matter. You put the gun in the room, you give it to somebody who's not trained. I don't care how cocky they think they are. If they're untrained, accidents happen. Anybody in that room is at risk. And like, what about a high stress environment?
Давай, мочи!
How many times I've shot my gun in Tarkov because I got scared by somebody? They just around the corner that I wasn't expecting. Sometimes it's been my teammate that I wasn't expecting, and I've almost shot, and sometimes I have shot. Somebody who's not trained might not have it on safe. You to trust everybody. Trust is earned, respect is fucking mandatory. That's the motto I live by. You have fucking earned trust. I will respect you, but I will not trust you. Whether until you've earned it at least. Or ends with you for 2 years until you prove it, or prove it right away, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be some form of trust. Case of putting my life, I'm not just gonna trust a random squad of 4 dudes that I met because I was assigned to them. I'm not allowed to fight by myself. Not a thing either. Like, you can do it, but like, not in the military and not legally. We should rock the RD704 tomorrow. If they reset, I'm probably gonna stick with the MK. Be a little bit of ADAR action. If you don't, then we've already built ADARs and M4s, so we're ready for tomorrow. Got one more MK run in me with the US ammo. And let me catch up with all your fucking comments here, because I haven't been directly addressing it, just kind of ranting. Yo. Yeah, US would step in immediately, but not before they, like, greased and lined their pockets with politicians and fucking... Be like, sure, but, like, you know, it costs a lot to feed soldiers. You're gonna import all your beef to us while we do this. And, like, tanks don't run on fucking water. So, how about some of that oil, Alberta? Speaking of water... You guys have the only freshwater stream that runs down into fucking the US. And a lot of fucking bodies of water and lakes that are freshwater. You know, like, Nestle can go back and do their thing. You know, like, there would be a cost. Make no mistake, helping would not... It would not be free. It would not be out of righteousness and the purity of their hearts. The politicians would never allow it if it meant spending for the sake of, like, either on the global stage they just look like shit by not helping, but they're like, fuck yeah, America, it doesn't matter if we don't give them anything. Shit, hang on. His helmet ate that. That's an Alton. I know for certain that we hit an Alton. Hit him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's like the allegiances are tighter than they are, but like I get the vibe that like, and like again, I'm not saying the soldiers wouldn't be up and ready to fight for Canada, because like again, it's neighbors. But I do think the politicians would fucking like be like, hey, we sent help over, we'll settle it later. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? And then like, just rack a huge bill up and then charge us it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like. You can't tell me something along these lines wouldn't fucking go down. I just don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it, man. With my fucking scope, I would have hit that headshot cleaner. Circle of life goes round. I just realized. Fucking my. Oh, I don't have the fucking. Thought I still had the pilgrim bag on. Like, dude, I'm being so stealthy right now with a giant purple backpack that's wiggling. But no, it's not on. Bunch of scav loot that this account could use. Honestly, I feel like I'm fishing right now. I'm just like mentally drained to the point where I don't want a Chad. I want a rat. Dude, I know. It sucks. Really sucks. That was like best I could do for private combat training throughout my life was airsoft. Again, we played a little bit different circumstances than your fucking drop-in airsoft. The fucking organized group of dudes. Sometimes we did like contact. But like, in most airsoft games, no contact rule. So if you come around the corner, I can't grab your muzzle and prevent you from shooting me. Okay? I can't try to overpower you, even though in a real life situation, definitely do that if someone got the drop on you and like you have a rifle up and he's like inside that barrel around the corner and he's about to shoot. Like your first instinct is going to be go for that gun because you can't get the angle. You know what I mean? If you can't get that angle, you got to get physical. If it becomes an entangled fight over who can get the gun that can get the angle. You know what I mean? So like we would train so that there was contact, so that somebody got close or somebody was out of ammo, because we would also run Milsim mags that were 30 rounds each and you have to carry like 7 of them on a fucking tack rig. And you know, like you would have to plan your shots and all that shit. Oh yeah, I'm ready to teach lots. Like what I'm saying is like the closest I've ever had to firearms combat training would be that, and that was just out of practice with some homies that, you know, wasn't really like anything serious. I guess that's how you practice. Not like airsoft, but like with the real guns and like ammunition or fucking like what are they called? Red bullets, dummy rounds that just, you know, you practice your trigger pull. You don't fucking dry fire your gun. I can't remember the name of that thing. But you know, you do shit like that, shooting drills, and you have fun with it so that you be good with it. Sim rounds, definitely the best analog for it. It's got the bang, it's got the intimidation factor, it's got the pain. I played labs so much in the last week that little siren that plays on the map, all map, that's like an air horn or not an air horn, an air raid alarm sound. The labs alarm sound. I'm hearing it like phantom labs noises on interchange right now. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Why did I hear that noise? And then I was like, wait a second. No, why did I hear that noise? That noise is not here. Oh yeah, like again, it's a simulation. It's not because like a simunition round is shooting a super light projectile with barely a charge. Sometimes probably just a primer. You don't need much to send that thing flying. But because of that, there's no inertia sustained in the recoil of the gunshot. Most people think the gun recoiling is from the gases being ejected out the front of it. Generates a little bit. That's like thrust. That's not recoil. And thrust has to counteract weight of the user's hand and body, and it's such a short action that like the amount of force from just the gunpowder going off is so negligible to the user. It's not noticeable if there's no bullet in there. Why? I hit my shots. Why simunition rounds don't recoil? They don't have a heavy projectile leaving the barrel. And, you know, every action has an equal or greater, or sorry, equal, not equal or greater. Every action has an equal or lesser opposite reaction. Still an opposite reaction. I'm trying to remember like my physics now. And you know, that 100 grain bullet flying out of the muzzle of your pistol at fucking 900 feet per second, that is a lot of inertia for a small object, but your hand weighs so much more, your gun weighs so much more, that, like, people thought if it was that, well, wouldn't my hand, like, explode? No, man, like, you're comparing, like, a tiny, tiny amount of weight going super hard and fast to a large amount of weight comparatively that is just an immovable object in the time frame of the bullet going off. It's not like it's immovable. It does move, but it's, like, you know, when I tell people that, sometimes they're like, wow, would you just get injured every time you shot the gun? No. No. Science, bitch. But is that recoil flinch from bang or from the fucking inertia? Is the fucking action of the slide and the recoil what startles you? That, like, when you, I have no other way to describe it, but like when you feel it in your bones, that like punch on your palm for handguns at least, the fucking punch in the shoulder when you're using a rifle platform. Is it that startles you, or is it the loud fucking pop? Just like a combination of everything. There's like, there's a lot going on with a gunshot too. It's like, again, people don't realize because video games, but like, it's not suppressed. Yeah, like, you have gas hitting your face. Oh, if it is suppressed, you have gas, a lot of gas hitting your face. If it isn't suppressed, there's still gases. They're going everywhere. There's concussion. There is a, because it is an explosion, it's got concussive force, but you can hear it 4 kilometers away. Then there's a bright flash of light. Big warm temperature change right in front of you. Like, yeah. Flinch is a real thing. I'm not a big flincher. I don't know why. It, like, the first few times I'd ever shot a gun, yeah. Okay, like, it's a different experience, okay? But, like, I've only shot guns probably 10 times in my life, too. Like a fucking massively experienced dude. I would be more if, like, I had a wider selection to choose from in Canada. And also, the idea of going to a fucking outdoor range in the mountains with only 5 rounds in my rifle, because it has to be pinned to that. And I want an AR-15. Sure, I could probably get one, but 5 bullets? Who the fuck wants that? And then I commit a felony if I take the pin out and put 30 in it. I won't say that I don't blink when I shoot. I think I blink quite a bit, but I don't think I flinch. Like, I compare a flinch, like, flinch is like a whole body thing, but like, you know, when you shoot, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of got that, like, pop. And, like, when that pop happens, I'm so focused on not closing my eyes that, like, I can do it a few times. But sometimes 1 or 2 will startle me. So, like, I know what you're talking about. But for me, mostly, I'm really sensitive to sound. Like, when I flinch, it's kind of a jump scare. Like, even though I'm shooting, and I can control it pretty well while I'm shooting, at least at the range, for whatever reason, it is the loudness of it. If it ever does do that, like, it that's the closest I got to flinch. It's startling. Again, somebody who has very limited firearms usage and training, though. Shot a couple 22s. I've shot a couple 357 Winchester short-barreled rifle. It was a short-barreled lever-action fucking 357 Magnum. It was like Really cool. It was really fucking cool, actually. It's technically classified as a pistol because of his dimensions. Shooting it one-handed hurt like fuck. Oh, dude. It's like, this thing had a cut-down stock, which was legal to make it a pistol, and it had a fucking short, like, I think it was like I want to say a 10-inch barrel, maybe a 12-inch barrel. The whole package, the whole gun was this big, okay? You got the stock here. It kind of came out to about there to there. Got the action here, like, yeah, I'd say probably it was about out of a 12-inch barrel. I'm just going off of conjecture and an old-ass memory here. But that little fucking Magnum, dude, I remember that thing. That thing made me flinch every single time. That short fucking barrel on it with no, like, compensator, and the stock where it physically hurt your hand to shoot. Like, it felt like, you know, it's comparable when the gun hurts to shoot. To me, that level of pain and shock, the first couple times, especially when you don't expect it, you shoot like your boy's big fucking, like, 308 rifle that he got from a punch, like a 338 or some crazy caliber, like, something Creedmoor. I can't remember the caliber. But, you know, he got it from this pawn shop for like $400. He's like, wow, I got this $1,200 gun for $400. And it's like, yeah, it looks like it's in perfect condition. It is. The previous owner fucking shot it twice and went, fuck that. That is not an enjoyable experience. I'm going to go sell it to someone else. Yeah. I can't remember if... Is it... I might be thinking of the wrong one. That might be the new bullet for the military. That might be the new fucking military bullet. So I might be wrong about that one. Can't fucking remember. Rifle caliber cartridge. It's a really unique name. And fucking, I swear, like, I was getting a nosebleed every time we shot it. Not like actually a nosebleed, but like it felt like it. Like I could taste copper in my mouth. Fuck is that, dude? Oh, I gotta go railway, son of a bitch. Guess we're gonna go check power station. I've been focusing so much on this conversation that I haven't been paying attention to the game. Ditch some stuff to make it out this raid. I'm gonna eat food to get lighter. Again, video game logic. Pretty sure pistol caliber. So there are. It's called a restricted license you need to get, and it's a little more lenient with magazine capacity because of what you're talking about. Like, how the hell would a fucking pistol manufacturer sell guns if, like, none of them were legal in terms of capacity? I think we're fine for time. Yeah, but like also like you can't legally own a handgun in Canada if you have any kind of previous violent convictions, I believe. Like any. If you've proven yourself to be violent at all and it hasn't been pardoned, good luck getting on the restricted firearms list. Good luck. Okay? For regular firearms, anybody, criminals alike. Actually, I think any criminal can't buy a firearm in Canada, to be honest. I don't think you're actually legally, if you have a criminal record, I don't think you're actually allowed to own any firearms. Like, any criminal record. I think that's actually what it is. I have to look it up now. It's been a while since I've talked about Canadian gun law. Fuck, I gotta go get water and figure it out. Time to fight this guy. Like, I think in Canada, if you've been convicted of even theft, you can't. You might not be able to own any gun. I think their idea is like if you own a gun and you've already committed one robbery, like why wouldn't you do it with a gun? I think that's pretty sound logic, to be completely honest. Oh yeah, I think eventually you can get, like I said, if you're not pardoned of your conviction, I don't think you're allowed to own any firearms here. And thankfully, my record is clean as a whistle. You have to leave the house to commit crime. Actually, that's a lie. It's a lot more effort to commit crime from the safety of your house, I will say, though. Do it and not get caught. I've, like, dabbled in poverty long enough that I've considered learning some fucking net code and, like, fucking C++ and a little bit of JavaScript. You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what I mean, man. Fuck. You know what makes me really sad? And I've never thought about it until just now. Think of the amount of combat veterans who were stripped of their right to own a firearm because they served and their mental health went so poor that they were suicidal for a while. Bet you they're not allowed to own guns anymore. Like, think of how many dudes join the army just because they're passionate about guns. Like, not killing people. Like, you can like guns for not killing people. Guns are fucking cool, man. Like, think about how sad you would be if you weren't allowed to fucking go to the shooting range. You had already served. Maybe you had killed some people because you were told it was for the better of your country. And when you get back, they don't have any mental health services ready and waiting for you. If you just kill the man, it's not going to be easy on you. You kill the man because they said so. They're not going to fucking help you. And then they're going to take away something that you really care about, that you're passionate about. You know? And maybe they're taking away an opportunity for you to heal over some trauma, too. You know, maybe going to the gun range is a good way to get over some of that trauma. I don't know, man. Newfound respect just because of that thought for veterans. I've always been respectful of veterans. Like, at the end of the day, if you served, I don't care if you killed anybody, if for good or for bad. Like, if you thought you were doing it for a helpful purpose, at least, and then you killed someone because you had to, like you're in a situation where they forced you to, or because it was orders, dude, that's just the way it is. Like, I harbor no ill will to anybody who's served and come back, because like a lot of them are changed. A lot of people regret it. A lot of people just fucking love it. A lot of people just serve and they don't see any fucking combat tours whatsoever. Wouldn't that be ideal? Like, fuck, that'd be such a sick environment for me. Like, hey, I'll join the military, but I'm not actually going to go to war with you guys overseas. I'll just fight. I guess that's kind of what the reserves are. But, like, again, if we do go to war, now I'm subject to all the fucking government corruption that I don't agree with. And I have to just sell my rights and my ability to have a voice because I signed some paper. Oh, dude, like I said, like, even in, like, the city, man, like, we were allowed to legally carry here, and somebody pulled a gun on me, and I managed to get the drop on him afterwards, like, feigning submissiveness, looking for an opportunity where he's distracted, like, throw my wallet and phone on the ground. Like, make no mistake, you got a gun at me, and I have the capability of also having a gun that you don't know about. That's it. That's game over. As soon as you bend over to pick up that wallet, out comes the gun, and I'm going to take a really fucking dirty shot on your ass, because I ain't in the interest of having a gun fight with you. I want to have a gun fucking, I don't know, execution sounds hard, but like, in that situation, that's kind of what it is. It wouldn't be with the intent just because I want to kill him. I want to incapacitate that dude as quickly as possible because he's robbing me. And I have my hands up, and like, hey, here's the wallet, here's everything. Okay, you're down there. Yeah, gun, pow. Because I don't know if he's going to shoot me after he's done with the wallet. I don't know his story. And he put himself in that situation that it's life or death. And I promise you, it's never going to be me. It's always going to be them. It is always going to be them. Dude, I need to go to Texas. That sounds fucking awesome. Like, honestly, it disturbs me that, did you know this, dude? Up here in Canada, say you're one of those creepy Twitch viewers, and you find my address, and you stalk me, and you break into my house with a gun. That new AR-15 that you just bought. You somehow got it into Canada without anyone knowing. You break into my house with that gun, and then we get in a fight. I don't have a gun, but now we're in an entangled fight. And now I wrestle that thing away from you, and I shoot you 3 times with it. Because in my head, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, threat's done. And this is a threat inside my house. I will shoot more if he comes after me after those 3 shots, if they were all, you know, anatomically accurate, okay? Chances are I miss a couple of them in the fray. But regardless, if I do that and he dies in my house while he was armed robbing me, I catch a manslaughter charge. Bro, I catch a manslaughter charge if you boot my fucking room door down and I kill you with your own gun. I catch the manslaughter charge. Can you fucking... In what world is that justice? In what world is that justice, man? What do you I'm supposed to call the cops and wait 8 minutes to an hour for you to arrive? Like, no, man. Life or death situations, you don't have minutes, you have seconds. Like, from the moment I realized there was something bad, it would probably be retreat back there, get down to the ground. I hope he doesn't shoot, because I see the gun, I see there's somebody. And I'm in a choke point. I can't, like, go attack him, because I'm behind my desk. And it's a ways down. Like, it's a long walk around. So my first thing would be to get to cover, and to hope I could draw you in, and say that actually happened miraculously, and I drew you in, and I killed you with your own fucking... Like, I go to jail for killing you with your own gun. It's absolutely the absurdity of this country. Oh my god, you can fucking put purple tops on your property line and just shoot anybody. Dude, that's like... Are you kidding me? That doesn't, like... There's no, like, really questionable situations. Like, what if I'm, like, your neighbor and, like, I'm stupid and I'm not knowledgeable to this because I just moved there from Canada and I'm mowing your lawn. You can just shoot me and, like, the cops are going to show up, me with my lawnmower in hand, dead next to it, a bullet in my head. They'd be like, purple tops, man. And they're going to be like, yeah, man, fair game. Please tell me that's a little too much. Please tell me that's not accurate, bro. Oh, it has to be a fence? So, like, this hypothetical wouldn't actually happen. Because, like, you would have to pick the lawnmower up over the fence. But, like, say fucking doofus actually did that. Okay, let's say some fucking doofus did. Say some doofus actually did that and wasn't knowledgeable to that. And they just fucking, like, no one's gonna know he wasn't knowledgeable to that. Sure, it's weird, you're mowing your neighbor's lawn, but, like, boy, the escalation of force. That's a little fucking nutty. I see. How many fucking Texans do you think are just sitting there on their porch, just cleaning their gun, smoking cigarettes, and drinking beer all day, waiting for that one dumb fuck, that, like, one solicitor, that, like, one Jehovah's Witness to fucking open the fence and come in there and just be like, sorry, you're about to find God today. Blam! Wow. As much as I like fucking First Amendment rights, bro, I'm gonna say you guys are a little too fucking far on the right side of the scale. Okay? That's a little too fucking extreme radical right wing for me. And, like, the Bible Belt is known for that, okay? It is known for that. Like your Oklahoma and your fucking... Oh, God. Yeah, I actually wouldn't want to go to Oklahoma either. Home, Alabama. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying don't have First Amendment rights, but I'm saying, like, maybe the purple top fence. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, let's say purple top fence means you'll defend your property with less lethal first. Like, there's not even, like, a stipulation where you have to fire a warning shot, like, into the ground. Fucking kill on sight with your purple top fence. I hate that like 10% of me absolutely loves that. And like in another universe where my ideals were a little bit more right centric, that would be probably like really awesome for me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like socializing or being around people, or like if I invite you on my property is a big deal. It means I like care about you enough to involve you in my life. Like people trying to like force their way in on my life, yeah, I don't like that. I'm not saying I would kill anybody though, like, but like I think what I would like and take advantage of is just the threat of it. Like maybe I wouldn't even own a gun. I would just fucking get a purple topped fence, the first piece of property that I owned. You know what I mean? Like a gun besides the gun for the wildlife or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like I find that insane, dude. I find it insane because again, we're not talking about your rational human beings with a purple top fence who are like they're not there to kill people. They just put up because they're actually sick of the neighborhood doing its things, whether it's gang activity, whether it's actual shootings because it's Texas. Cops harass them and they fucking purple top fence. That would be an excellent deterrent. Cops, man. But like they would also fucking be digging your grave because now all your neighbor has to do is fucking make a suspicious phone call about their neighbor with the purple top fence and say they saw them cooking meth or something. And now you've got a full-blown SWAT team that go in with the mentality that like that purple top fence means he's going to shoot to kill. You know what I mean? Like it definitely has a lot of downside when I'm just thinking about it rationally. But something I love about the concept here is I'm a big advocate for Darwinism, and I'm a big advocate for fucking around and finding out. Okay, like I don't like fucking around, and I don't like finding out, and I don't think other people should like fucking around, and I don't think they should like finding out. And I think a purple top fence is a great fucking hey, fuck around, find out, giant red flag, and it, like part of me doesn't have a lot of fucking guilt. Well, not guilt, but like I don't think I would lose a shit ton of sleep over someone that stupid being killed. But again, I wouldn't want to put myself through the emotional trauma of killing a human being unless it was for a good cause. Okay, like that dude was armed on my property with his gun out in hand. That might be a different fucking story altogether. Because I can make several assumptions about this individual being a hostile now. Because he is well aware of that purple top fence, and he crossed it anyways, and now he's got a gun in hand. And chances are he's likely there to come take my guns. So, in that situation, I would shoot first, ask questions later. I would, shoot to kill, shoot to maim, wouldn't matter. I'd maybe get the first shot on target as quickly as possible without even saying hello. You're on my property with a big fucking I'll kill you sign saying if you cross this line I'll kill you, and you're here and you're holding a fucking gun in your hand. If now is the time for me to own up to my sign, it's right now. Even if it's not pointed at me. You know how fast somebody can shoot at you? Like 0.3 of a second. Some fucking even shooter. Like a lot of fucking speed shooters and sports shooters these days, they have a time to first shot of under 1/3 of a second. Like I think the goal is shooting for like I think the goal is to shoot for under 1/3 of a second. Time first shot, bang. And some dudes can do it in under fucking second, like fucking 0.2 of a second, 1/5 of a second. See, that's another thing too. If like somebody's breaking into my house, I know I'm like 3 gunshots into my ceiling, even if I can't see the dude, and I'm certain that little Susie isn't sleeping above me. Like 3 shots in the ceiling or the floor for like getting the most insane backup squad ever. Cause like, what? Yeah, like you live in Texas, sure. Like some of the bads, but like yeah, if the neighbors take care of each other. You're gonna have an army of armed individuals swarming you, dying to use their fucking fancy new toy in a self-defense or a teachable moment. We're gonna call it a teachable moment for said robber here, for said idiot crossing the purple line with a gun in hand shooting at you or something like that. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some hell to be paid. And I like that. I love that. Actually, fucking absolutely love that. You know, out here in Canada, it's actually a little bit scary living alone and not having a gun. Because, like, yeah, it's unlikely that anybody's ever going to rob me at gunpoint here. The situation that it does happen, it's like, if you're going up in a fucking private plane for, like, skydiving, and something goes wrong with the plane, you're sure going to be glad that there's parachutes on the plane so that you can jump off, right? In this case, in Canada, it's like, you know, living without a gun is kind of like, you know, being on the plane, knowing that we're very unlikely to have engine failure. But in the case of engine failure, I don't have a parachute and we're hitting the ground. You know what I mean? Yeah, we had a couple shootings here in Calgary fucking recently. Like 3 or 4. Most we've had in a long time. I think that's anywhere though. Oh, I haven't inspected those. Fuck me, I'm getting cleaned out. Like a $1,000,000 gun buying from the flea market. Slowly it's coming together. We just can't build it fast because fuck is the 14-inch barrel that I just or thing that I just got for this? Bro, I didn't die with it. I put it in my butt. Fuck is the oh I didn't sell it, did I? Ah! That on this account. Alright, I went mute for a little bit. Like full blown talking and then focusing on building this stupid gun. Like, I love this thing. It's a fucking little shorty and it's got 94 ergonomics. Like, what's not to love? Fucking 41 vertical recoil is like, so, it's got a bite, but like, is it really a bite? More like a gentle fucking whoop. Literally spent fucking 700k on overpriced parts for this thing. feeling this serves now as reload practice. Pretty weighty magazines. It's pretty fucking practice for guns that aren't flared.
Sounds like it's having a hallucinogenic effect.
My last raid. I need to go to bed. 3 o'clock. I want to go to bed at 2. I'm gonna be up until 5. I just know it. It takes me a long time to go to sleep. My final raid. Hope you've been enjoying today. I hope you enjoy tomorrow. Yeah. Happens here. The beginner account and I'm getting that sight right up. My ergonomics are fucked from my armor. This thing has like 100 ergonomics, so it don't matter. I think a bunch of raiders spawned this game. Got some like wicked fucking. They run your battery out. It's the last raid anyways, so. Oh, you mean you drained your car battery? Oh, I thought you meant like your cell phone. I'm not gonna lie, this thermal sight really comes in handy right now.
Вон он, блядь! Ебать его! Гнида. Гнида.
How did you live?
Девка! Вали девку! Девка! Зачем, блядь, чё?
boys.
На, блядь, жри, сука! Что? Ты куда пошел? Давай, давай, давай! Сдох! Сдохни, тварь! На, блядь, иди, сука! Иди, идиот, трахать тебя и всю семью, говно собачье! Жлоб вонючий! Блядь, сердца щеми!
So chill, bro. Not dramatic. That time we fucked up. Yeah, how you doing, Noah? No fate? Like, no F8. I don't even use the F8 key on my keyboard. And I was like, wait, that's dumb. It's probably no fate. How you doing, bro? What the fuck? Why did my thorax go black? Yo, I fixed that heavy bleed. I think my PMC should fucking stop being a bitch. $2.25 an hour to shoot a fully auto vector? Only if I get fucking a full hour of trigger time. I better be able to fucking shoot fucking 1,000 rounds. Like, bro, you better go through a shit ton of ammo while you're there. Not even close, dude. Buy an airsoft vector for that price. You get to hold it and play with it at home and piss people off that you care about. Way more fun than just paying $260 to fucking pick up some other person's vector and shoot it. I know, like, you can't compare the two experiences, but, like, You know, I'll take the fucking shit gun experience over the breaks the bank experience every time. You gotta get them grandfathered in. You can get some fully auto guns grandfathered. Like if your grandpa served in World War II, and he had a fully auto Thompson that you inherited, that to my knowledge is legal. At least in Canada it is. Not a whole lot of fully auto Thompsons here, and I think even if it is legal to own it, in Canada at least you have to get the fucking fun switch taken off, but you can still shoot it and not really worry about the fucking magazine capacity issues. I think you have to pin the fucking. I'm not pinning a fucking fully auto the World War II Thompson and turning off the full auto sear. Fuck that. Fuck, I'm playing in tarkov, damn it. No fate. What brings you to the channel? Check out today's competition, or are you just random passerby, which both are welcome. If you didn't know, we're doing tournament tomorrow and on Saturday if we make it to the next stage tomorrow. So don't be afraid to. You did follow already, but follow. Don't be afraid to. Maybe drop a sub. UTOPIA Gaming, we're doing a Tarkov tournament, and we made it into the first, as you can see here. There's 50 North American gamers. Today 25 of them are no longer with us. Me and my rival, No Technique, tied exactly. I don't know how the hell you tie with your rival, but we did. So, that's wholesome. That's cool. A goal to beat. We absolutely got smoked by these other guys, but we fucking qualified today. And let me show you the tournament. But it's on Labs, Customs, and Reserve. Basically, the winner gets a paid vacation that's Tarkov themed. To me, that sounds like you get to go shoot a whole bunch of guns. I'm going to be very pissed off if I win this and I don't get to go shoot off a whole bunch of guns. I didn't think it was going to be this stressful. Done. Points. Okay. Here's a match I played against one of the other competitors. We're playing on public servers, mind you. So it's very unlikely that you'll actually match against somebody in the competition. That's why we're going off points. But, yeah. I'm gonna just shut up and watch this replay. That would be, dude, we killed here. Lives You're in honestly my city. Probably scoring me like at least 20 points because of the time it saves for me not to have to send that and wait for the confirmation.
Yeah, no, you're. But I mean, you sending it in the loading screen is huge.
Yeah. Fuck, that's my route, and I always try to jump it. Yeah, dude, like, it was fun. Got this gun is 500,000 rubles. And all the parts are from traders. 500,000 rubles for a gun that's all built from traders. It's an insanely expensive gun. We just spent 700K on an ADAR, but that's because flea market prices and players are assholes.
Do you feel like you're being short at a raid right now?
survived that headshot because of our condor glasses, by the way. We had 0.2 out of 25 durability left on the glasses. And that means that that bullet pierced my visor. Fuck you. I got V Breezy. I think he's competing.
Got a PMZ. Nice, nice, nice.
And I killed all the raiders. I didn't kill all of them. V Breezy stole one from me. But he actually saved my life there because I got shot in the head. And I think I just killed the competitor. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro, that was that is a dog tag. That is a PMC. That is a bunch of raiders and a survived.
Yeah, B Breezy is competing.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I was very happy. I was very happy killing a competitor. I was like, I just didn't want to compete today and make it to the semifinals and not have killed somebody in the tournament if I played against them. You know, like, that was really important to me. And V Breezy, I don't know if he took a look at this leaderboard here. Bro. That's a good fucking player would be. So, what I want to do now, though, I'll show you his perspective on that fight. Because there was a lot about that fight that went wrong for me in just the right way. And I didn't realize it till afterwards. Until I got to see his perspective, which is so cool to have that. Oh, I thought he had 8K.
Some nights.
Work behind this.
You guys see me?
Work behind you and the other contestants.
Okay, we're playing tomorrow, so same time tomorrow at quarter.
Some.
Here it is. Here it is.
Like me, C Money and Millennia, I think are in chat are one of the longest.
Oh yeah, I know my mic sucks. I'm completely aware my mic sucks. My wallet is. You know, you can always subscribe and support the channel if you want a new microphone on here.
Dead. No, it's 12 months up,
I'm just saying, cause like I don't got money,
better,
bro.
Carly. We had a very
I work with what I got.
I'm sorry, Rager.
And surprisingly, this mic was an upgrade from the last mic I was using.
It was rough.
My DJ fucking stage mic is also concerning. Supposed to be a powered mic for a fucking like PA system, though, so I'm just happy it works.
There are flashes. Someone's pressing buttons. People in this raid. There's people in this raid. Someone press hanger.
Yeah, you can hear me fighting there. He's like so stoked that there's people. Does he know? About to choke so hard. Like, I think if he took his time on single player, he would have got me there. But instead, he hit me once or twice in the stomach. Not a lot of people on Labs right now. Labs was a ghost town today. Labs runs where we didn't see a player at all. Probably 4 or 5, actually. I didn't see him there. I expected him to come out right here. So I threw a nade.
GG's.
Ah, that looks good. In my name on someone's death screen. That looks great. Let's just go back and... Honestly, I didn't win this gracefully. I had no business winning this. I think he made a couple blunders that cost him the fight.
GG's.
Like, his blunders here, starting from the beginning. Number one was the clean headshot he had on me.
Anyone you want to reserve?
Whoops. No, I forgot. It's hard to scrub this video. Hand.
All good.
So when he initiates the fight, he had a very clean headshot. Yeah, those condors saved my life too. But he didn't hit me in the head. That was the other dude. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't tank BP off a fucking condor. But yeah, he would have cleaned up those raiders, and I would have died and gotten zilch. So right here, second blunder, because I was like not aware of his position. I was slightly injured. Wanted to get better angles on him, but I was still had a fight to finish with the raiders. I ended up pushing into the raiders right here, and this is where I get shot in the helmet. And I do that to get cover from the player. Like, it's such an insane scenario where you push aimbot like AI because you want to be safe. Because like as soon as I heard this MK47 in my head, I'm like, that sounds meta. That sounds potentially like competitor. Like, I need to fucking break his line of sight. It's worth the risk. But right here, after I take the headshot, look it. He fucking domes that guy. I'm concussed with a hole in my helmet, and that's likely the dude who just shot me in the head. I shot the other guy. That raider would have pushed my ass and fucking killed me there if he hadn't saved me. He got 3 points, but he saved my ass. And it cost him 7. No, it cost him 9 points because he saved me there. He's like, oh, what? And then I completely fuck up this fight. I sucked. I just got shit-ass lucky he didn't hit a headshot. Like, you know, like, a lot of the time, it's better to be good than lucky, but I'd rather be lucky than nothing at all, I think goes the saying. It's something along those lines. But, yeah. Yeah, that was really fucking... That was intense. Fun day. I'm gonna save that ADAR. I'm gonna play a factory round and I'm going the fuck to bed. Because I'm amped up from watching it. But yeah. So that was just the opening bracket. Tomorrow we're doing semifinals, and then Saturday, if we make it, finals. So I hope to see you there. No fate. Hope you come support in the sidelines and say, hey, bro, I hope you win. My money. You're so entertaining. I love you. I wish I could. Any of those would do. But like a follow would be dope too. Yeah. Been a day. Week of 12-hour streams of practice and now competing. Stress and not stress and success and strategizing. Really glad I spent as much planning for this. Because a lot of my strategies did pay off today. A few of them didn't. A lot of it is luck of the draw. Like, could have had full labs rates. That would have been sick. Beggars can't be choosers. You know, like, I'm not disappointed with my performance today outside of the fucking administrative mistakes we made that cost me probably 2 rates. Both juggling screenshots and stuff was get the system figured out. And in case we do not reset the accounts, which they don't, we've made lunch boxes.
Пацаны, сейчас накроют нас! Mother...
Invictus! Ну иди сюда, попробуй меня трахнуть, я тебя сам трахну, ублюдок, анонист чертов! Будь ты проклят! Иди, идиот, трахать тебя и всю семью! Говно собачье, жлоб вонючий! Дерьмо, сука, падла, иди сюда, мерзавец! Негодяй, гад, иди сюда, ты говно! Жопа! like I'm smurfing right now. Kind of am. Like, you can't tell other people's level until they kill. For all they know, I'm fucking level 70. I couldn't get my gun up in time because it's fucking that bullshit. I'm really fucking shocked that a player is camping fucking factory in an Alton, bro. Like, I'm not even mad, bro. I'm actually like, that sucks. Gotta do that. Like, him. I feel bad for him. Keep lying about playing one last round. Actually, the final round has to be. I have to go to bed. It's 4 o'clock. I said I didn't want to be up till 4. At least I know exactly when things start tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up at 11:30. I have an alarm for 10:30 as well, like I did today. Feel it, I feel it. Not, I take my meds and go back to bed till 11:30 and wake up and eat. Jerk off, eat, drink coffee, smoke weed, and then get live for the fucking tournament. Boy, does that ever sound like a fucking plan. I'm like so excited for my morning shit tomorrow. It's a weird thing to be excited about. It has been an interesting day. Like so overtired now that I'm like getting a second wind. That's not good. I just want to play until the tournament starts again. I mean, I wish I wasn't constrained by the limits of my human body. Holy fuck, what is he using? Is that a Vector 45? The only thing I could think of that could sound like that. Can I get a oh yeah? I lost my voice. Hello, sir. Would you like to be the proud owner of a third nipple? Bet you the boys fucking Alton right the fuck up. Fucking Vector 45.
Давай, мочи!
Timmy with them. Running a Timmy.
ебагло! На, блядь, жизнь! Чё, забыл, кто тебе батон в будку закидывает? От петух! Шалава. Вон он, блядь, вон он, ебать его! И кто так воюет? Нашими берцами!
Doesn't know I was getting shot at.
Патронов нет!
Remember, we're naked. We don't have armor. That's why we're playing so cautiously.
Шалава!
If we can bait shots without returning fire, we can confuse them too until we get a good shot on them.
Ублюдок, мать твою! А ну иди сюда, говно собачье! Решил ко мне лезть? Ты, засранец вонючий, мать твою, а? Ну иди!
Ooh, yeah. That blamed him.
Ублюдок, чёртов! Будь
Oh, now we're bleeding. We have to leave.
иди, идиот, трахать тебя и всю семью! Говно! Дерьмо! Негодяй, гад, иди сюда, ты говно! Жопа! Вон, блядь, ебать его! Вот он! На, блядь, жри, сука!
Ah, there it is. Bitch. I got the fucking Chad, not the Timmy. That was a fun pistol run. That was a fun pistol run. I had a lot of fun with that. That's a good way to send it off. I don't even care that the Timmy got me, man. He needed it. It was clear. It was clear. Like, it's very clearly a Chad running a new player. This is like best case scenario in my brain. Because now the new player is going to get shit. I like helping out. But also, fuck the other guy who actually knows what he's doing. Don't dare jump up on top of me thinking you're going to get away with that. Like the second guy did. But I lost track of him after I was fucking killing your ass. So, like, plus I don't think I had any ammo in the gun. I think it was, I don't know. That was a fun match. Thank you for playing. I'm signing off. We got the fucking first dude and then killed the second dude. Shit, I love it. I love that. I love that. Started with a pistol. Now both of you are fucking dead. And I got to use a really fucking sick 100-round drum mag. That thing is useful. GG's!